Okay, so we are here with another motivational video, me and my purple hair. That's going to be turquoise probably the next time I do it. But that's not the point. The point of the video is that I got a couple ideas from people. I need you guys to send me ideas. I love ideas, whether it's on Facebook or on here, something. Not necessarily working out, because as you can see, I'm not really leaning more towards putting through workouts, because you can't out-work out a bad nutrition plan. And if your frame of mind isn't good, you're never going to see the results for anything that you put together. So that's why I spend a lot more time on the emotional exercises, which is what this is now. So if you have a concern, if you want to send me an inbox in YouTube because you're not my friend on Facebook, you can inbox me on here. I have no idea how to do it. You're going to have to figure that out. So basically, my idea, somebody sent me a private message on Facebook, and it was talking about, they were on the computer watching my watch this video to swipe my meal plan, which is in the earlier phase of this channel. And, you know, I pretty much eat the same thing. I talk about how I have Crohn's disease, colitis, a hypothyroid, all that other stuff. And they asked me two questions. They asked me if my energy levels and all that other stuff is a product of my food, and like my lifestyle and everything. And then they also asked me about like my family. So I think it's hysterical. My son loves the same things that I do. He's a very, very, very healthy kid. Between me and my mother-in-law, she used to own a health food store. She's extremely healthy, organic, everything. And then me, I have to be. So he's around us most of the day when he's not in preschool. But he sees what we do, and he does what we do. My son doesn't like mac and cheese. He doesn't like a lot of the things that kids like. He doesn't, occasionally he'll ask for pizza, which is very rare. After jiu-jitsu, pretty much every single time we're on our way home from jiu-jitsu, I always make sure that I bring it. He asks for a piece of my chicken. I put 4 pieces of chicken breast in a Ziploc bag that I eat at different times throughout the day, and I bring an extra one for him. If we're ever home, he'll actually ask me to not put it on the plate and put it in the bag because he likes it. He likes carrots. Last night we get home from the movies and he's asking me for watermelon, and he asked me for some sliced turkey. When we were at the movies, I brought a bag of carrots and grapes. Yeah, he wanted a little bit of popcorn. When we go out to eat, he sometimes likes chicken fingers and French fries, but he doesn't eat any of that stuff at home, and we don't go out to eat a lot. So he follows what I do. So, I mean, you can try and instill healthy lifestyle into your kids, but obviously you have to do it as well. They have to see that you like it. You don't want to complain while you're eating it, or, you know, because they're like sponges. I love my chicken. My son knows that I love my chicken. I love, you know, whatever. I mean, and I don't eat for entertainment. I just eat, you know, to get me to the next meal. I say that all the time when people are like, aren't you bored of eating the same thing? Food's not like part of my entertainment. My memories, my life, that's my entertainment. And then she asked me about lifestyle and my energy levels and all that other stuff. And somebody actually asked me this months ago, one of the guys in my jiu-jitsu class, one of my teammates, he said, how the hell do you have so much energy throughout the day? And I pretty much, and this is like these two things, I'm so busy every day, I say mind effing, because I'm not going to curse, mind effing myself that I'm not in pain. And most days I'm in pain. Whether it's an injury, whether it's my Crohn's, whether it's a little bit of a stomach ache, whether it's just knowing my stomach is there, whether it's a hip that's bothering me. So I'm like the extremist. Like if it's really bad, it's really bad. Like you can't, I mean, I could do my best, but I might be in tears. If it's just there, it's like I'm convincing myself that I feel phenomenal. So like, okay, let's just say I got a little bit of a stomach ache, or I'm feeling like yesterday, wow, totally thought I was going to have a Crohn's attack. I have no idea why, but I had a little bit of a stomach ache. I was getting a pinching right before I was about to eat breakfast after I got off the treadmill. And I'm like, okay, it doesn't exist. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. Because I had such a great day yesterday. So many things that I did between, you know, an awesome session and then I went to my jiu-jitsu class. Then we had a party to go to. And then we went to the movies and whatever. And I just needed to be up and about all day. But a lot of it is like the mental thing. But then a huge factor is nutrition. Like if you're eating to fuel your body, and you're consistent, and I did a nutrition webinar and I talk about it in my Swipe My Meal Plan video, your energy levels and your blood sugar levels are consistent throughout the day, and they're not going on a roller coaster. You don't need a nap in the middle of the day. You're consistently in a good mood. You don't crash. And then your energy levels are good throughout the day so that you can hit that super deep REM sleep. And I go to bed at like 9:30, and every day I get up at like 3:50, 3:42, 3:55 to get up and answer food logs 7 days a week, including this morning. Just got on the treadmill, ran 8 miles. Now I'm about to go eat breakfast. But like that is it as well. So, I mean, I never cheat. I don't cheat because then it would make me feel like crap, and I don't think it's worth it. So I love Tostitos, but I will never eat Tostitos because they will make me feel tight, and I'm very sensitive. Like, I had one extra piece of sliced turkey yesterday, and my fingers are all sensitive. One low sodium turkey. Okay, so yes, both those things are a factor. The mental game, and then what you put in your stomach. Okay, energy levels. Another person, Leah, and please, you still have not told me if I'm saying your name right, because I think I mentioned her name once before in a video. But she sent me something about changing it up, and it just so happened to be something that I was talking to one of my clients about in the studio, about how, oh my God, like I got to find a motivation again to do cardio. This is a client I've had for 3 years. I'm not going to say her name, but she's like, I feel like I'm in a funk with cardio. And she's somebody who like dig deep and find it in her. I couldn't even believe this woman would do cardio on days that she'd work crazy long shifts, or she was injured or whatever, not from me, from work. And she found it. So like between that person, Leah, sending me a private message about changing it up and what I talk about, and then my client. So basically, in reference to your workouts, I mean, if you don't have a trainer that you can go to, if you don't have, it financially to work with somebody or even do online coaching with me, which includes training, or hire a trainer in there, you want to always change it up. I don't believe in routines at all. Somebody actually just messaged me on Facebook asking, and they actually said, I'll pay you. Can you write out a workout plan for me? And I don't do that. I said, no, like, I don't believe in workout plans, because you can track your progress, which is great, by, like changing up the order of your exercises, but doing some of the same exercises to see if you are getting stronger. Like I do chest press on the ball a lot of the times in my workout, maybe once a week, maybe once every other week. And each time I do it, I try to go a little heavier, or I try to do it differently. I try to challenge myself. I try to change up the tempo so I know that I'm getting stronger. I'm not getting complacent. But every one of my workouts are totally different. So if finances aren't in your budget, to do it, then you get creative, you change it up, and you track it and write it down and make sure, am I getting stronger? Did I do 2 weeks ago when I did this exercise, not this workout, did I do it with heavier weight? Did I go faster? Did I do a fuller range of motion? And then in reference to your cardio, you don't have to go on the treadmill for 45, 35, however long I did it this morning for 8 miles. You don't have to go on the treadmill that time. I go on the treadmill for that long, but I change it up because I'm constantly going up and down faster, a little bit of an incline, a sprint, or whatever. You can literally change it up where you go from the treadmill for 15 minutes, over to the row machine for 5 minutes, the VersaClimber for 5 minutes, because that one is terrible, the arm machine for 5 minutes, the pulling on the rope for 5 minutes, the jumping rope for 15 minutes. All that stuff adds up to like 45 minutes, but you got to go from one to the next. Put your hat down low and your earphones in and don't let anybody talk to you. So changing it up and getting excited. Oh my God, I'm so excited to do this. That totally leads me into my client, Teresa, which I thought about her this morning. This is how I say that I need to motivate you guys because it motivates me, but I also need you guys. Like my client, Teresa's food log this morning, she sent me the text yesterday when she did it, but her cardio was bananas. And she was so proud of it. And she sent it to me in the morning at 11 o'clock in the morning, what she did. And then she sent me, when she sends me her food log every night, she sent me the explanation. And basically she said she kind of had to like psych herself out for her cardio. Instead of getting on and thinking what her calorie burn goal is, because I don't give clients a duration. Go do 45 minutes of cardio. I tell them you have a calorie burn goal to get to, and you can't let your heart rate drop below this number, and you have to get it up as high as possible, which is interval cardio. She said I wasn't going to go on with that game plan. I was going to go on, and I believe she said I'm going to do 12 rounds of these two things. And she's got an Airdyne bike, so she'll do like upper body, lower body, and then upper body and lower body. And she didn't tell me how long, she didn't tell me how long she did each, but she went around and around and around and around, and she got up to almost 800 calories, which is bananas. And she said she was like partly through it and at her goal of what I gave her, but she just wanted to keep going and keep going. And there's that excitement. That's why I also talk about heart rate monitors, because you weigh your heart rate monitor and let's just say you're like, okay, I'm going to get to that calorie burn. And then you get there and maybe it took you 37 minutes and you're like, I can go for 3 more minutes. You get to 40 and now you're at an extra 50 calories and you're like, I can get to 50 more calories. And it keeps you motivated to keep going and going and going. Phenomenal. Another awesome thing. My client, Mary, so love this. She sent me her food log last night. In the notes section, she writes down, in quotations, had my cheat meal. I hope it was okay. And it was, because it was a Saturday, whatever. And then she says, and I said, wait a second. And I look back up and I'm scrolling up, I'm scrolling down, scrolling up, scrolling down. And I'm like, what do you mean you had your cheat meal? You had a sandwich. And then I was like, did you forget to enter it in? Because you know you have to log everything, even if you had a bite of ice cream. Or do you think that sandwich was your cheat meal? She responds back and she said, yeah, because it was with white bread, because I don't encourage white bread. So she's like, I just wanted to have like white something. And she was like, and it had a little something on it. So I was like, oh my God, I love that. I love that you think that a white bread sandwich is a cheat and not pizza and ice cream. And that's what I love. And my styles, my clients literally turn into little mini me's where they realize the product of a healthy lifestyle and making memories. And she also sent me some pictures of her and her daughter sitting at the pool, or her sitting at the pool. And that's what it's really all about. Basically this video was really to talk about, kind of a little combination of healthy lifestyle, energy levels, and then, even a little bit of the frame of mind thing, because we are all in somewhat pain, whether it's pain of something that's going on in our life, mental pain, physical issue, pain, hurt ankle, hurt knee, hurt hip, whatever. But there's something in our mind. We are all survivors. We are all warriors. If you take it back to olden days, I'm sure those guys at war were hurt. More than, literally blood. Like, they show pictures of, like, UFC fighters with blood pouring out, and they're like, I'm okay, I could still fight. Like, that's how we have to learn to live our life. Granted, if you were bleeding, I'm sure you'd be in the hospital. But that's how we have to learn to live, because there is so much more. There is so much more to life, and things could be so much worse. Like, I at least have a foot. Okay, so yeah, okay, I have a bad ankle. Yeah, okay, I'm wrapping it up. It pops every now and then. I feel pain, but I cannot allow that to keep me out of the gym, off of the treadmill, and off of the jiu-jitsu mat or anything. And it's like a perfect, another thing, you can't have it hold you back with anything that you do, because there's more to life. Like today, I love this. I absolutely love this. Today, it just so happened, even after Trudy asking me about me and my son and my lifestyle, my husband says, hey, tomorrow I'm going to put Koa through a workout. Yeah, Koa, my 5-year-old son. We're going to take him to the beach and hang out on the beach, and we're going to do work. He does burpees, he does up downs, he does push-ups, alligator crawls, all that stuff, and he loves it. Last night, he begged me to do jiu-jitsu, and we rolled around on the mat, and he put me through a workout. He had me go through the whole class that Coach Moses and Coach Cameron put him through, where we started out running around, and then we ended with our burpees and our squats and our push-ups. And so today, my husband's like, let's go to the beach and put him through a little bit of a workout. So I'm going to go work out with my son. I'm going to be his little partner. And that is the kind of life, and those are memories that you're never going to forget. You can say, I'm going to go hang out with my son and I'm going to take him out to ice cream and pizza. But you're not going to really remember that. It's going to be the times on the beach and the fun things that you did and the obstacle courses and the memories that you made and rolling around on the mat at 8 o'clock at night, or, playing on the monkey bars at the park with him. Those are the things that you're going to remember. So I hope this video all kind of played in together, and I hope something clicks. Eat healthy, because I'm telling you, right, that is the foundation. Believe that you can do this whole thing, and no matter what, think of your situation that it could be 10 times worse than it is. So accept what you got and move on. And move on moving forward. Okay? So I love you.